So I'm effective down in the nomination, and I'll make a declaration just when the process. I, Mbuga Kennedy, being returning officer, Maracha, Electoral District, pursuant to the Local Government Act Cap 138, declare Mr. Alema Dicky duly nominated as a candidate to contest for election as district directly elected councillor for Yivu electorate in Maracha District. Congratulations. Of the nomination form, I wish you the best. Thank you. If there is another candidate, we shall have a harmonization meeting for the campaign. If there is another candidate, at closure of these nominations, we shall declare you elected and opposed. I wish you the best. Thank you. Welcome.
Yes, our viewers, today we are here at the Election Commission Office of Marsa District, and we are here mainly to cover the nominations of DLC councillors who are coming to get nominated here at this office of the EC. And we had earlier on did some interview with some of the councillors, like Honorable Sibazio Grace, the female DLC councillor representing Yivu sub-county and Yivu and Aleko sub-county. And then we also did talk with the Honorable Councillor representing the older persons with disability in the council. So we are going to speak with the Honorable Alema Dicky as the third person, which we are going to interview here at this EC office this morning. So we request you to kindly stay tuned as we shall continue to bring for you more of these honorable councillors who are getting nominated, and we are going to ask them several questions regarding issues of governance of the district and so on. So we are having Honorable Alema here, and Honorable, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, we want to thank you for getting duly nominated today.
Yeah.
And we want to know from you, you've been the councillor representing workers in the district council.
Yes.
So what are some of the notable things that you did in that position, and now that you want to sit from representing the workers in the district to representing the people of Yivu sub-county to Marta District Council?
Yeah, well, my name is Alema Dicky. I'm currently the councillor representing workers in Marta District Council, and I also double to be the secretary for social services that handles education and health. As far as the question of why I've shifted from being a workers councillor to Yivu sub-county, you are aware that councillors all have the same roles to perform in the district council, whether as a siege member or direct elected. But this has been a public demand. You are aware I come from Yivu sub-county, and unfortunately, the councillor who was elected by the people of Yivu sub-county, after 1 year in the council, he perished in an accident. And the last 3 years, we have not been represented. And the people of Yivu felt that the gaps there have not been closed. Therefore, as we are coming to the end of this term, this third council of this local government, they called me that I should come and leave the position for workers. I should represent them, although we shall be performing tasks for the entire district. That's why I now took decision, left workers' position, and to come to Yivu to represent the people of the sub-county where I come from. As far as the work I've done within the 5 years is concerned, within the coming to 5 years is concerned, well, I can't say it is me alone. Of course, that is a council, and we all contributed. The councillors all contributed wholesome to ensure that the development agenda of the district is carried on, and we really did a lot, especially in my sector. When I came as a district councillor, I was just an ordinary councillor. Perhaps the chairman, Honorable Stephen, didn't know me, didn't know my potential. Of course, we just met in campaigns, and we had never interacted that time. So after my participation, vibrant participation in the council for 1 year, he felt it necessary to bring me on board so that I could perform the tasks of spearheading education and health. And surely, when I came in, a lot has really changed in that department. One, in the health sector, you're all aware that is one key sector where there's been a lot of disgruntling among the staff. And when I was appointed as Secretary for Social Services, I took it upon myself to ensure that I visit all the facilities across the district, and to bring the staff together right from the center at the district offices, that is DHT team, district health team that sits at the district headquarters, then also the in-charges in these various health facilities, and also the staff to bring them together to ensure that they perform their roles as required. Then too, I ensured that the safety of our drugs, we have been registering cases of losses of drugs in our facilities. So when we came in, we tried to ensure that we conducted frequent meetings, we did monitoring, supervision, to ensure that our drugs are used in the rightful manner. And the more sure, our drugs are being supplied by JMS, that is the Joint Medical Stores, and then also the Ministry of Health. When the consignments normally come 6 times in a financial year, and we have been missing some of the consignments, we repeatedly engage the ministry in our regional meetings, even national meetings, to ensure that Marsa District does not miss any consignment. In my regime, I took it upon myself. I kept following our health team, spearheaded by the DHO, who had to put the cow to task. Where we miss some of these consignments, we make the DHO to write for cow so that it's sent to the ministry, and the required quantity of drugs is delivered to our people. We also looked at the issue of infrastructure development in our health facilities. A number of staff houses have been constructed, notably in the Marsa Health Center 4. Here, we actually never had the staff houses. When we came, it was only doctor's house, which is one. And if you go right now to Marsa Health Center 4, you really see a number of staff houses being constructed. And that has also addressed the challenge of rampant absenteeism. Most of these health workers used to operate right from Warua, which is a very long distance. Now coming to attend to our patients was a challenge. Now with the interventions we had to ensure that those staff houses are put in place, it has also changed the narrative of absenteeism, of also attendance to duty and all that. This was all done during our regime. And then we also ensured that more facilities are brought on board, especially a cargo health center, which people prefer to call Ambidro Health Center, because the parish there is called Ambidro, and we brought that facility on board. I can't say it is me, but it was collective effort of the leaders in the district, where I am also part. Away from that, we also looked at the sector of education. You know, when we came in, we found the staff of the district were not really so much united, especially looking at the head teachers, looking at the deputies. When you look at now the teachers in general, they have not been working together. We improved the work relationship among all these different sectors. And then we also ensured that the staff, actually the pupil teacher ratio improved. This was done through the consistent engagement of the ministry about the issue of about the issue of wage bill in education sector. If you have been following closely, you will know that every financial year there has been recruitment of teachers, of head teachers, of deputies. Our biggest problem has been head teachers in acting positions, and this is what we have been fighting over the years. At least every financial year we do advertise and recruit new head teachers, so that when someone is substantive, the person will have authority, unlike the one who is just there in the acting position, who will fear to take certain decisions. So this is one thing that we have been advocating for, and over the years we have been moving steadily to ensure that all this is addressed. And then also, there's been a lot of challenges we faced in the education sector, especially teacher-pupil ratio, and then also classroom-pupil ratio. Then we have challenges of high dropout rate of learners in our schools across. If I can give you data, it is very, very worrying. And we have been, personal as the line secretary, I've been moving from school to school, meeting teachers, meeting the school administrators, meeting parents in PTA meetings to advise them to ensure that we keep our learners in school from P1 up to P7. Of course, when now learners drop before completing P7. Now, what is the essence? Where is the district heading? So this is one thing we have been fighting to ensure that it stands in the district. And then more so, we're able to secure funds. You are aware about the project of Kololo City Secondary School. There's been saga. When we came in, we found the project was already messed. I want to make this clear to my people of Marcha today. When we came in, the project of Kololo City Secondary School was already messed. But I was appointed as the BOG representative representing the council to the board of governors of Kololo City Secondary School. When we reached there, what do? We quickly convened together. We caused the meeting where we invited the chairman LC5, we invited the COW, who is the chief administrative officer, we invited the DO, we invited the office of RDC. All of us went and met in Kololo City Secondary School. While there, we resolved that this 1.927 billion has not finished the project. What is the way forward? Because there were a lot of issues surrounding that project. And the way forward we forced that time was to ensure that a write-up is made to the Ministry of Education, copy to the Ministry of Finance, and the other relevant offices, ministries, to ensure that we secure more funds for the completion of Kololo Public City Secondary School. And this was done. As I speak, we secured 950 million shillings for the completion of that project. But now, what now also became a challenge was, you are aware, the first contractor who did works there kept claiming that he still has balance. And we stood our ground as the council, as the line minister. I made sure that this money is put into rightful use. As we talk, work is ongoing, but also, I also want to make it clear here that we also have a problem with our technical people. You realize a contractor is brought today, and tomorrow they begin to fault this contractor. One time I asked them, including the chief administrative officer, because before a contract is awarded to a contractor, we hope there are those technical analysis which is supposed to be done. There's a team that's supposed to do evaluation. There's that procurement committee which is supposed to do work. But now when you bring a contractor today, then tomorrow you say this is a fake contractor. We fail to understand the whole thing. It made us to understand that there's something fishy which is going on in that project. And as the line secretary and also a member of the BOG, we do follow that project closely to ensure that the people of Tarasabo County, the people of Marcha District, the Ugandans benefit out of that project, because this is a lot of money. That is national cake. which must come to an end. That is as far as that project is concerned. Of course, during our regime, that new project was also got under CD arrangement. That is all sense. At 3 billion, the project has come to an end. If you currently go there, you will think that it's a university. So these are some of the few things we have done in the education sector, including rehabilitation of many primary schools, over 15 of them. They have been renovated. Then we also constructed new classrooms. We constructed new toilets. We have done a lot within the 4 years. But I want to say this is not enough, because the population of this district, of this country, continues to increase from time to time. We really need to do enough so that we can catch up with the these competing priorities. Now that we are going for elections, the kind of honorable councillors, my dear people of Maracha, you are going to elect, these must be people who are informed about the laws. These must be people who are aware about their roles. If you elect councillors who are not going to perform the task on behalf of the community, you should know that the development we desire for, the services we are advocating for, shall not reach our people. This is the center of service delivery. I want to make it very clear. Sometimes we face challenges in the district because a few of us fight for the community. A few of us do fight for the community in the council, whereas others are silent. What are they doing? I'm not here to paint black the rest of my colleagues, but that is the open truth, because we have a very big role of oversight role. We're supposed to move and follow the budget that we have approved, whether the money has been put in the rightful use or the issues surrounding the projects. So that is one critical issue. My going back to Yivu is in good faith. Maracha is one entity, and we shall not divide ourselves based on where I come from. I want to assure the population that once I'm elected by the people of Yivu, I'm coming here to work for the entire district. I'm coming to work for the entire country, not only the people of Yivu alone, but the fact that I should come home and represent their issues in effective manner. That's why I've gone back to Yivu sub-county local government.
Okay, thanks so much. We wish you all the best, Honorable Alema Dicky, in your campaigns.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes, our viewers, this honorable councillor we have just spoken with is actually one of us. He's a journalist by profession, and one will be wondering why that elaborate grammar when he was speaking during the interview. Just be informed that a journalist will always never disappoint when it comes to issues of representation and service delivery. So we request you to stay